Hey everyone, it's Long Ball here, back with another video, and today we are starting kind of a series of what I'd like to call rapid rebuilds in MLB The Show. And for this first one, we're starting out with the Seattle Mariners, and I did download a roster update that has all of the new players, and the overalls are kind of, from what I looked at the roster, a little bit boosted, but it's pretty balanced overall. So I thought it was a good roster. Like, I think they acquired, yeah, over here they acquired Josh Rojas for Paul Sewald, and they also acquired Dominic Canzone. Other than that, it's just going to be like a rapid rebuild. So, what I mean by rapid rebuild is that we are going to, try to make this team a championship contender as soon as possible, but not like, trade everything away until we have like a full 90 overall team. But it'll be a little bit more progressive than that. So we're not just gonna go out and be like, oh look, an A-rated, not very good pitcher. We're gonna immediately trade him. We're gonna do that maybe once or twice every season. It's not like we're gonna blow up the whole farm system to start off. So I'm thinking that all these rapid rebuilds will be around 3-4 seasons long, and that we gotta win a World Series by then. I'll also do this in the new Madden that's coming out, along with what I plan to be my main series. And let's get right into it. I'll see. And so hold on, let me go through the roster real quick. We got Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, really good star three. And then we got Bryce Miller. He's young, he throws hard. Robbie Ray is in AAA because he's on the injured list, and Brian Woo's a really good young stud with incredible stuff. Marco Gonzalez, old, he throws really slow, left-hander. And we got a couple of guys down here that probably are going to be trade pieces. And we have a really good bullpen. Matt Brash, this guy throws really hard, can strike out a lot of guys. Andres Munoz, who, like, same thing. He'll be a closer. Penn Murphy's a little bit slower throwing, but he's got some stuff. All sorts of good players. And then we got Cal Riley. We got Harry Ford, who's one of the fastest catchers in the MLB, which is kind of, in all of the major leagues. No, hold on. In all of professional baseball. And you can definitely see Cal Riley, really good defensive catcher. Tom Murphy, a backup, can hit lefties. We got Ty France, really good contact guy. This guy's on waivers. I think that's all right. Colton Wong, Eugenio Suarez, Josh Rojas, who they acquired, really good, just pure contact hitter. Suarez, a power bat. Dylan Moore, I don't know what he's doing up here. We'll probably send him down once we get a new piece. J.P. Crawford, Jerry Kelenic, Dominic Canzones, Sam Haggerty, who's really good because he can hit lefties, crazy good. Then there's J. Rod, stud. They did move his overall down, I think, but it makes sense. I don't think he's having the best season. Taylor Trammell, who's a consistent power hitter, not going to be very useful. Probably a good trade piece. And then Teoscar Hernandez, who we will have to decide if we want to trade him for another piece at the trade deadline, because he's only on a 1 year, because he'll have to be moved because we don't have any more control over him. Anyway, I'll see you all at the All-Star break. And another thing, I won't be doing any scouting or drafting because it's just, I don't see a need for it in a rapid rebuild. So I'll see you all at the trade deadline. So here we are at the trade deadline, and it's looking really good. We're like tied with the Rangers. Our ranks have jumped up, and we've got a couple. I turned a lot of stuff to auto. Doesn't look like we have anybody serious on the injured list right now. Let's go see what this roster is doing. Luis Castillo is bumped up to a 94. That's really good. Logan Gilbert's getting consistent movement. He's going in a 2.7 ERA through the first 17 games. That's excellent. Luis Castillo also under 3. George Kirby's under 4, which is decent. They called up Robbie Ray, and he has not been the best, but it's all right. They called down Marco Gonzalez, but he's been improving, which has been kind of interesting. Brian Wu has not been off to the best start, and Bryce Miller's been off to a consistent start. Andres Munoz, he's been closing for us, 29 saves, that's nice. Matt Brash has been really consistent out of the pen. So is Penn Murphy. Ooh, we got an interesting player here at lefty. We're probably going to move him up because of how good he's doing. And move down Saucedo because he's just not being as consistent. So trading a lefty for a lefty. Topa's been good. Sadler's been all right. Someone like him, someone like Adcock might be better if we just move down Sadler. Then yeah, I see these moves are looking a little bit better. He's getting called up for the first time, but he's got a lot of stuff, so that's interesting. Diego Castillo's not been good. Harry Ford's been improving, not in the contact department, but that's all right. You've got good looks from these guys. Ty France has been improving. Colton Wong, he's leaving, so he's definitely a piece we can move at the deadline. Suarez has been poor, but Rojas has moved up to B potential, and that's really good. We might be able to keep him now because of that. J.P. Crawford, all right. They moved Stan Haggerty down, but he was doing decent in his time up. Kellenick was doing okay. Canzone's hasn't been really in many games. J. Rod's been doing fine. Trammell's been all right. He's improving just slightly. Angle's up, but I don't know. He's only been up for a little bit, and Teoscar Hernandez for a little bit. So let's look at what the game says we need. We need middle infielders and left fielders. I agree with that. Anyway, once we get past, let's see. Look at the All-Stars. Well, hold on. The Royals have offered us a shortstop, Aidney Hechavarria for right fielder Zach DeLoach, and we will decline that. I think we can get a lot more for someone like him. Anyway, let's see these trade top. Wait, let's see who made the All-Star team for us. Ty France made the All-Star team. Ty France was our only All-Star. That's kind of disappointing, especially from the team that's basically tied for first in the AL West. So we will be going to trade deadline prep. A couple of trades are already occurring. Let's view who's on the trade block. Okay, so we got a couple of guys here. I don't know if I want many of them. I think we can go out and make our own deals. So when I get a deal done, I'll go show you guys. Okay, so I was able to get a move made here for shortstop by giving away Teoscar JP and our worst rated player. We were able to get Carlos Correa and Dylan Floro, so relief pitching depth, a shortstop, and the next trade will probably be for a really good right fielder. I'll see you at the next trade. The next trade we're going to be getting is trading away Harry Ford and Bryce Miller, which I didn't really like, and getting rid of Didi Gregorius' contract for Adolis Garcia. We can obviously get another starting pitcher like him in free agency. Didi Gregorius is just a salary dump that allows us to make some money off of this trade as well. And this one will go through, and now I will check out our position needs. We currently need a second baseman and a left fielder. Other than that, we're probably golden for a playoff spot. I'll see you at the next trade. I'm going to try to work out another one. Wow. This one looks like a steal, dude. Marcus Semien for our top 3 rated second baseman is going to be an absolute steal, and we now have a really, really good second baseman in there. Now we just need that left field figured out, and we'll be all golden for the trade. Actually, I'm going to leave that left field spot open. I don't know if we have enough pieces, and on top of that, we might be able to trade for one during the offseason or sign one. Or sign a center fielder or a right fielder and move them over to left field. For now, I think we're good, though, and I'll see you all at the end of the regular season to see if we made it. One extra thing I would like to show is our draft class. This was apparently the #1 rated player on our board, and he's absolutely awful. This is why I want to show you, though, because this guy has 75 overall, so we may actually see him play. Also, this guy's 99 velocity. That sounds fun to play with. Anyway, yeah, that's all really. And contract extensions, the only people I'm worried, because Adolis has arbitration, so the only person I'm kind of worried about is, I looked through all of them, the only person I'm worried about is Dylan Floro, and we might just let him walk. Alright, see y'all. Yeah. Okay, so it seems we did make the postseason 87 and 75, which wasn't really favorable to what we were starting the season at, as we were finished 11 games behind the Angels, and we made a lot of moves at the deadline. But we did, however, sneak into the wild card, so we will be playing the Guardians. Now, let's look at this team now. Right now, Adelise had a really good season. Wait, let's go here. We'll do the lineups. Josh Rojas batted leadoff, and he really had a great season. Walked a decent amount. He was able to get on base, and that's a really good thing for the leadoff guy. Ty France batted over 300, which you love to see. Marcus Semien batted near 300, and you love to see that as well. Adelise we traded for two, we traded for two Texas Rangers, so that's all nice. But Adelise was a huge star. J Rod was all right. He didn't have the best average or on base percentage, but I'm all right with that, honestly. You know, he's still going to be a decent fielding center fielder and such. Good looking, no, not very good. -11 to power versus lefties for Suarez, but he still had 32 bombs, so I'm all right with that. Correa, his potential went down, and he did not have the best season, but he's still going to have good fielding, and that's always valuable when you got a shortstop, because it's still going to give him a high WAR total, because he had 3.0 WAR for having a below average year hitting wise. And Cal Raleigh, good catcher, and Dominic Canzone really shouldn't be in the lineup at all. We need to find a left fielder. All right, and then pitching wise, wait, what happened? Where did our Kelenic went to the IL? Let's see how he did. Okay, he wasn't bad. I think he just went to the IL, but it wasn't a bad season from him. Anyway, let's look at the pitching rotation. Luis Castillo, just over 3 ERA, was excellent, over 220 innings pitched. That's really solid. Logan Gilbert, just over 3 ERA as well. I mean, that's great growth. He had almost 200 innings pitched. George Kirby broke 200 innings and looked really solid. Robbie Ray didn't really get it going, and we're going to try to trade him. His contract's way too much. Brian Wu did not have a good rookie year. He came into the bullpen sometimes. He was in the bullpen sometimes. Marco Gonzalez, all right. We just called him up, never had him pitch a game. Dylan Floro, that's not what we want to see for a trade deadline acquisition. But Matt Brash was all right, and Andres Munoz was shut down, 50 saves. That's incredible. Carlos Correa was our only award winner, winning a Gold Glove. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. We didn't win any awards with all those acquisitions. That's kind of disappointing in my opinion. But we're going to be all right. Let's see if we can go beat the Guardians. All right, here we are. The Cleveland Guardians, Luis Castillo versus Shane Bieber. Oh, big loss. 8-2. Logan Gilbert versus Tristan McKenzie. Oh, we win. Okay, down to last game. George Kirby versus Tanner Bibby, and we lost. Oh, and we're eliminated from the playoffs. All right, I guess we'll see if we can go back in the next season. As the Angels defeat the Giants in the World Series, and we'll be going to the off season. No one that matters. Retired. Matters to us. Retired. And I will be trying to offer Dylan Floro a 1-year contract. We'll see if he'll accept a $4.5 million per year contract to be a consistent bullpen guy. Other than that, everything else looks good. We'll head to free agency. I'm not going to worry about this. Now, this is something I do worry about. I had contracts on to see for them to sign the people. I will be doing contracts myself. Offer arbitration. He was probably going to want a lot. I'll give him $1 million. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to offer Randall Grichuk as our left fielder. He seems like one of the only good hitting options out there. We'll give him a 3-year deal worth $22 million in total. And we'll move him over to left field and see how he does from there. He's only a good hitting option, really. It's not a very strong pool. Maybe Cody Bellinger, but they don't have him very highly rated in this. So the only thing else we have to look at is the starting pitchers, really. And we don't have much money. If you look over in that bottom, the available budget and the pending offers is kind of kind of not the biggest difference. So if we were going to look to somebody, I would want it to be someone that's willing to take a little bit less money, which seems to be Blake Snell. The Padres offered him about $51 million for 4 years, and he seems like a really good option. I'm going to see what we can get for him. This is a really, really cheap contract overall, and I think we're going to give him it. I think we can get both of those players. Other than that, I think that really all it needs is a couple of years, and then we'll be able to probably win a World Series with it. Overall, this team looks really, really good. Maybe get a third baseman. We can look at third base. I think the only third baseman there is Matt Chapman, Max Muncy, which really aren't the best options. But from what I see, there's not really much out there. We can probably just wait for Eugenio Suarez to be ready to be traded. Other than that, if we look at the trade block, there's a bunch of just old guys. Verlander back with the Astros, who had a really good year, by the way. That was kind of crazy. And is now down from like a 90 overall to 77. Giancarlo Stanton is always on here. Gene Segura, I did not think he would be on here, but that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't see many people I want to have here. Alright, so I'll see you guys if they are signed or not. So we got Blake Snell, and that is really big. That's going to fill out the starting pitching core and give us an opportunity to trade Robbie Ray away, potentially, if he doesn't figure it out by the midseason mark. Even though we had a bad ERA last year, the numbers still overall numbers still look great, and I think that he'll be a really, really big piece to this team. So, I guess we'll see whether or not we have Randall Grichuk signed. I can check right now, though. Randall Grichuk did sign to a 3-year, $22 million per year deal. Now we have all the salary arbitration offered. We have all the contracts tendered. We can just go back in and see what we have left to sign with, because we could offer another pitcher some money, and that would be really, really good for filling out the rotation. I'll see you guys then. All right, so we did offer Aaron Nola. I will just kind of sim with you guys to see if he signs or not. I don't care about the 40-man. That's all fine. Aaron Nola does sign with the Mariners, which means our starting pitching is completely filled out. We have the opportunity to trade Robbie Ray, and I think we will do that. So I'll find a deal with you guys. So since there's not many teams that have players fully, signed, we'll just kind of go through and what do we really need? I guess third base. We could look at third base. Matt Chapman was just signed. It's back to the Blue Jays. J-Ram will not be a deal we can make. Bregman, no. Well, we could probably figure out that Bregman deal. Austin Riley. Oh, we could definitely get Austin Riley. Hold on. Let me try this. All right, let me show you guys. So they need first base, third base. This kind of boosts how they want to sign. So we can get rid of Evan White, which would kind of be nice. Then we can look at third base, who they want, but we're going to get their third baseman. So Dylan Moore will seal actually, better than that. Connor Hoover. We can give up this guy and get Austin Riley for Robbie Ray, who we really do not need. And boom shakalaka. Everything that we need is pretty much filled out. Now we can go in to our Randall Grichuk, and we can edit him into a left fielder, which keeps him at a 79, and now we have a really, really high level couple of guys. We will try to get a couple trades for depth pieces, like a backup first baseman or something like that. I released all of our catchers. Well, we might need to get a backup catcher. Let's see what free agency says. We can just get Tom Murphy back on a 2-year deal, maybe. That's a lot of money, but I'm willing to spend it. He was good. Anyway, that's it, really. I'll see you guys at the next one. Okay, so here's a depth deal. We're gonna get this guy right here, Ryan Weathers, who's a all-right lefty, which is he'll just play in the bullpen for us, and we can give up a couple of guys that will never be there. This is kind of trades that we're gonna be willing to make. This one was offered to us, so I think I'll take this deal, and that's basically what we're gonna be trying to get, is trying to give prospects for decent depth pieces. so that basically for next couple of seasons we can make a really good playoff push. I'll see you guys at arbitrate. I'll see you guys at the start of the next season, hoping that everyone signs their arbitration deal, but they probably will. We are at the start of the next season, and the roster says, all right, this is a really, really good list of people, you know. We got Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Aaron Nola, and Blake Snell to round out our top 5. Then we got Andres Munoz, Matt Brash, Dylan Floro, Penn Murphy. All these guys are right-handers, however. And then we got Gabe Spears, a lefty. We might need to want to call up another lefty. We don't have any lefties, do we? No, we only got one lefty in the pen. Cal Raleigh and Tom Murphy again. Then there's Ty France, and I have Ryan Noda behind him. I made a small trade for him. Then we have Marcus Semien, and then Mark Mathias behind him, kind of a versatile utility man. Then Austin Riley, Eugenio Suarez, Josh Rojas, and Dillmore. This is really like clumped together. I will probably make a trade soon. I'll probably make a trade right as soon as I stop talking. Carlos Correa, Randall Grichuk, J-Rod, and then this is the guy, remember I pointed him out, we drafted him, and then the Adolis Garcia. This is a really good looking team. We're ranked first. I told you guys, rapid rebuilds. These are going to be quick. You know, best pitching in the league, obviously. And we'll be looking to trade those guys. I'm going to try to, we don't have any budget, so Suarez and Moore both are going somewhere for cheap. We're trying to find a backup. I don't know. What do we need? Oh, we need a lefty. We need another lefty. I'll find a lefty. It's got to be cheap, though. That's the problem. Garrett Crochet. That's a deal that we're able to make, and we're going to get back into plus budget after that. And that's a really good deal. As now we can even call up someone. You know, there's a really good lineup of guys. And then probably call up Jared Kelenic. Yeah, Jared Kelenic up, and then that means that really everything is loaded and ready to go. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. Probably won't make many moves unless there's really something bad going on. But overall, I think we're ready to go. After the All-Star game, and oh my goodness, not what I was expecting to be under 500. Let's see what the problem is. J-Rod's batting first, and he's not been hitting good. Josh Rojas has had a big jump down. Ty France is being a stud. Austin Riley has been exactly what we wanted. Marcus Semien, his potential's gone down, but I'm okay with that. He's really old. He's starting to get older. Randall Grichuk has been decent, not very good. Carlos Correa has been decent. Cal Riley's been way bad. And Adam Engel's been okay. I don't know why he's in the lineup. If anything, I would want like someone else in the lineup. But yeah, this has just not been a good-looking team. I think that Adolis Garcia got hurt. Let's see. Yeah, Adolis Garcia is hurt. He broke his foot, but he had been really good. What is going on? Is it the pitching? I think it might be the pitching. 4.42. Oh, under. That's an under 3 for Logan Gilbert. A 3 for George Kirby. Is it the bullpen? Are we just getting unlucky? Matt Brash is struggling tremendously. Oh, Gabe Spear is awful. But other than that, like, Crochet has not given up a run yet. Well, hasn't given up an earned run yet. Has Andres no, like, what is going on? What is it? What is the problem? I don't understand it. Is it just Luis Castillo? Because that doesn't make sense to me. Like, that does not make sense to me. Where are we at? Hold on. Yeah, we're like middle table in batting average. In runs, we're 17th, so below average. We've allowed the least amount of home runs. We have in earned runs, we're third, so our pitching's still unbelievably good. I don't understand what's going on. I guess we're getting unlucky. I mean, it seems like it. We might be able to win. I guess I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Or yeah, we'll look at the trade deadline and see what's going on. Hold on, I gotta turn that to auto real quick. Camilo Doval is acquired by the Nationals. Oh wait, Okay, so best available is Anthony Santander. Jackson Churio's available. I don't think we need any of that. I don't know what we need really. What does it say we need? It says our worst position is left field still. I could look for a left fielder. I want to see what's available. We could maybe make a good big trade for him. Randy Rosarena. Let's see what we can try to spice up here. I'll see when I can figure out a left field deal I can get done. It's because we have no budget, as you can see there, 530 before, but we are going to be giving out some of our two top pitching prospects and our worst catcher for Stephen Kwan, which I think will be a good thing because he has a really good average, and that's something that we don't possess. So I think that's a big deal for us. We'll get it, and then from there we can probably deal with that without Marco Gonzalez for now. And yeah, I'll just let the lineups do what they need to do. I assume Stephen Kwan's going to get slid in. Randall Grichuk will be there until Adelise gets back. Yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. 83 and 79, which misses the postseason. What? Yeah, we missed the wild card by 3 games. We have the best team. We're the best team in the league. We're ranked 1. We were ranked 1 in everything. What went wrong? Stephen Kwan did exactly what we signed him to do. What we traded for him to do. Ty France is hitting really good. Austin Riley's been really good. Marcus Semion's been pretty solid. Adelise Garcia came back in the lineup, and yeah, he was hurt, so I'm gonna give him a little bit more credit than he probably deserves. Randall Grichuk, he stayed in and he finally started to heat up. Jared Kelenic sat on the bench and did not much. J-Rod's hurt, which sucks. That's going to hinder him in a couple of spots. Yeah, let's look at this pitching rotation. Luis Castillo got it under 4, but, I mean, that's not a very good year from him. Logan Gilbert had a great season. George Kirby had it over 4. Aaron Nola did great. Blake Snell was under 2, so that was a really good signing. Matt Brash never really got going. Dylan Floro was pretty solid, but he's down to C potential. Penn Murphy did bad. Garrett Crochet was amazing. He gave up only a couple of runs. That was actually a really good trade. And Andres Munoz was locked down. He just didn't get as many save opportunities because we didn't win any games. Yeah, what's going on with J-Rod? Oh, he tore his labrum. That's awful. I mean, he didn't have a bad season. It still could have been better, but I mean, I don't know what to say. This was just a very odd year. Just, I don't understand. We were supposed to be the best, but I guess not. Ah, dang it. Oh, we gotta sign a couple guys. I think it might be the coaches. We might need to look into the coaches and see if the coaches are the reason we just did not have a good... Yeah, I think, yeah, it's the coaches. We're gonna fire everyone here. And we're gonna try to get some better... Oh, look at this guy. We're gonna make some big offers on him, so I'll see you when that's all done. For budgetary reasons, I needed to make this move to trade Semien for Albies, but I don't think we're missing out on much. I also needed to just give him our worst rated relief pitcher. But other than that, I think we're gonna just pull the trigger on it. It's gonna allow us to have a little bit more money to, you know, because we are really running low on money. So I'm gonna try to make a couple trades that are like, yeah, this guy's worth way too much. We'll just try to get him away, and it'll make it all better in the end. I don't think we're gonna be able to make many free agency moves, but yeah. So I'll see y'all in a little. By the way, here are our coaches. We got all A coaches. I spent a lot of money on them, which is probably why I don't have any more money. But it does work out. Trust me, this will turn our team much better, I feel. And we may win a lot more games anyway. I'm gonna simulate away until we get to the regular season. I'll see you guys then. Hopefully the last season of this rapid rebuild. I sure hope so. I mean, we are going to see this team in full action. I did trade away Marco Gonzalez for budgetary reasons. He wasn't worth it. Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Aaron Nola, Blake Snell, Ryan Weathers in the bullpen. That's a really dangerous duo. That's a really dangerous 6 guys. Andres Munoz, Garrett Crochet. Matt Brash, Dylan Floro, Penn Murphy, and then Gabe Spears for another lefty. Cal Raleigh, Tom Murphy, Ty France, Ryan Notice backup. Mark Mathias is going down to the Triple A. Ozzy Albies is our guy. I think he will be really good. He didn't have a good season last year, but I still feel like he's more worth it because he's much cheaper than Marcus Semien was. Austin Riley, he's on an expensive deal. The thing about these rapid rebuilds is you got a bunch of guys that are way too expensive. Carlos Correa, he's getting paid $33 million a year. Then we got Stephen Kwan, Randall Grichuk, Jared Kelenic, then J. Rod, Adelise Garcia. That's just it's a really good team. If we don't win, we're first in rank, first in pitching, seventh in contact, fourth in power. We're only below average in speed. Even defense we're good in. I think we can win it all this year. So, I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. Hopefully, we are much better than we were last year. Nice. Here we are at the trade deadline, and we are 51-40. That is a much, much better look. Let's look at these lineups. Stephen Kwan's batting nearly 340. That is excellent. Randall Grichuk's having a great season for himself. Ty France is having a good season. Austin Riley's hitting home runs. Adelise Garcia, he's being consistent, and I mean, he's starting to go down, but I'm okay with that. J-Rod, he's been really not that good for us, but I mean, he is just that guy, so we got to keep him on the team. Carlos Correa has had no power stroke since being on the team, and I'm okay with it. He's a shortstop. You're not expecting them to do very good. Ozzy Albies has had a big power amount, and I'm okay with that. Cal Rally's been poor, which I don't know. I mean, he's a fielding catcher, so I think we can deal with it. In the pitching rotation, Luis Castillo has won 14 games and 19 starts. He has an under 3 ERA. The rest of them, oh, yikes. Blake Snell, not the same season as last year. Aaron Nola, not good. Kirby, okay. They all get that snowflake, and that does not make me happy. That makes me upset, obviously. And Matt Brash, Penn Murphy, having a great season, much better than last year. Gabe Spear, who's down to D potential. But, I mean, that's not a bad season, especially from a lefty specialist. I want Dylan Floro here. I want Garrett Crochet here. That's not bad. I mean, he's a really, really consistent guy out the pen, and Andres Munoz has been roughed up a couple times, but overall, that we're on pace to win it. So we're on pace to win the AL West. So I'm okay with it. We'll see what's available at the trade deadline and how much money we have. Oh wait, yeah, I gotta change this to auto real quick. All right, let's see who's on the trade block. I want to see how much money we have. Okay, so we have a little bit of money to work with, and a couple of guys we might be able to get. What do we need? What does it say we need? We need a catcher. Is there a catcher here? I really do think we need a catcher. That's something that we will look at. Let's look into seeing how easy it is. We're not going to get now Adley. But yeah, William, that's not going to happen. Unless we give up a good starting pitching prospect. I mean, it is... I don't know. That's a really good prospect to give up. They need first baseman. Dominic Canzone. I don't know. I do want this guy though. Well, we can look towards another one. Alejandro Kirk. This sounds great. They need right field and center field. Let's give them that. Alright, that sounds like a deal to me. Alejandro Kirk. Bet. And that's our deal. That's our deal for this one. Alejandro Kirk is now officially a Seattle Mariner, and that's going to do it. I think this is what we can carry on to... we got an arbitration on him, arbitration on him, arbitration on him. Who do we not have arbitration on? Ty France. Alright, I'm going to offer a couple guys, try to see if we can hold the ground strong, and I'll get back to you guys at the end of the regular season. We are 94-68. That is great. We get the 1 seed in the AL, as no other team really came close, except for the Angels, who were a game behind us. So Well, the only competition we had was in our own division because the two wildcard teams were 2 games behind us. That's really kind of the scariest part. Let's look at these league leaders. Julio led in doubles. Stephen Kwan wins the batting title. Oh, let's see what the awards are. Luis Castillo wins the Cy Young. Stephen Kwan with the batting title. I like that. I like that a lot. Luis Castillo won 19 games. I mean, that's really good. He finally figured it out. And Stephen Kwan, holy, that's a good season. Having a guy batting 335 with 14 bombs. He is hurt, though. That sucks. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Anyway, let's look at the lineup. Josh Rojas batting unbelievably good. I mean, this is a sensational season from 22 home runs, batting just below 300 on the year. Brandel Grichuk, I like that. That's a much better looking season than Ty France. Again, like really Mr. Consistent. He's been consistently putting near 20 home runs or near 15 more likely, and around 300. So I've been respecting that. Austin Riley's home run totals have been up there. That's all good. Adolis Garcia, he finally had a good season. Oh wow, good boost to his lefty numbers. And J-Rod, he actually had a really good power filled season. Looked really nice. I respect that. Told you guys, the managers and all the coaches make a difference. Ozzie Albies hit 32 home runs and had 99 RBIs. That's a sound season right there. Carlos Correa, he's starting to fall off a cliff, especially against the lefties, who he was really good against. And I don't even know who that is, but it seems Alejandro got hurt, and we did not want to bat Tom Murphy. Oh boy. We got a couple guys on the injured list. Oh wait, I gotta check the pitching rotation first. Under Cy Young, Luis Castillo, George Kirby figured it out. Logan Gilbert, I mean, that's okay. He did win. He did throw for 200 innings, so I'm okay with that. 200 innings and under 4 ERA. Blake Snell had a rough year. Ryan Weathers out of the bullpen is going to be amazing. We called up him to come out of the bullpen because of extended rosters. Penn Murphy, great. Matt Brash, great. Dylan Floro, great. Garrett Crochet, great. Andres Munoz, poor, but I mean he's still doing decent. And yeah, other than the fact that we have 2 of our more important pieces hurting, they're not gonna be able to be back for the playoffs. Who's the other guy? Oh yeah, Stephen Kwan. Who? Well, hold on. Everyone else is up 80 overall as well. That's really funny. Jared Kelenick's an 80. Okay, so just a bunch of really good players right there. Taylor Trammell. I don't know why I haven't looked at him much. Yeah, other than that, great season. Angels game 1, Luis Castillo win, and that was a decent one. A win for George Kirby, and can we finish the sweep? No. Aaron Nola coming back in game 4, yes. And who will you be playing? The Minnesota Twins, and this is important. We win this one, we make the World Series. Lose game 1, win game 2, win game 3, win game 4, 3-1. Luis Castillo loses game 5. George Kirby wins, and we are going to the World Series. Is this it? Is this going to be the end of it? Let's see what these lineups are looking like before. Josh Rojas, decent. Who's been really going? Oh, wow. J-Rod, finally, dude. He's finally showing up. 4 home runs, batting over 400. Apparently, he's missed their playoffs for him. And this is looking really nice. I'm liking the look at this. I think we can beat these Braves. Luis Castillo in game 1, loss, a close one. George Kirby game 2, loss again. Logan Gilbert game 3, win. Aaron Nola game 4, loss. And yikes. I'm going to want to jump into these games. Oh boy. I guess it's Luis Castillo for this game. Alright. I'll get to you guys in the 7th inning. Make it a little bit quicker for you. Top of the 8th. Sorry, I missed the 7th for you guys. We're down. Pop out. Single. Pop out. Walk. Pitching change. We need to put in, who are we facing? Acuna. Dylan Floro's got this. Walk. Strikeout. Okay. They'll bring in Raisel Iglesias. Fly out. Pop out. Single. Fielder's choice. Oh, this is not looking good. Walk, sack, bunt, ground out, ground out. All right. Yenier Cano enters the game. Single start off for Adolis Garcia. Double play. Single for Ozzy. 2-run home run. We just tied the game. Carlos Correa just tied the game in the bottom of the ninth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're in extra baseball. All right. I'm putting in Garrett Crochet. Pitch. All right. Line out. Acuna. Lines out again. In comes Dylan Lee. Ground out. Line out. Pitch. All right. This is the bottom of the 11th. Austin Riley. An error. 2 runners on. Oh, strikeout. Oh, there's a runner on third. Oh my gosh! Carlos Correa's him! Oh my goodness! 4 for 4! We'd stay alive! Carlos Correa! Clutch! He's got ice in his veins! Oh my goodness. We'll be doing that again. And I'll see you guys back in the 7th inning, maybe. George Kirby's staying in the game. We need this guy to walk. Okay, we're pulling him. Righty on righty. This is Marcus Semien who we're pitching to. Let's put in Matt Brash. Walk him. A grand slam. We're not going to win this one, boys. This will be going to for another. Oh my goodness, maybe we can. Austin Riley, a 2-run home run. Double for Adolis. Pop out. A single. Oh. Runner thrown out. Luckily enough for us. But it doesn't look likely. Josh Rojas walks. Down to our last out. Walk. A home run would win it. Runner thrown out on a hit. And we're defeated in the World Series. Oh man. That's really unfortunate. We don't have anybody yet to really leave yet, other than Dylan Flora, who I will make an offer for. I think we need another season. We need another season. Yeah. I'll just show you guys the next postseason. I'm not messing around no more. Why I did this, why I knew that this season would be a perfect one. We won 111-51. 111-51. To put that in perspective, no other team won 100 games this year. The team that made the wild card was 18 games back. The team that was the first team in the wild card was 18 games back, and they were better than any other American League team. We were that dominant. And I mean, did we have any injuries? Do we have any injuries right now? Stephen Kwan, of course, he's freaking injured. Oh my gosh, he batted over 300 for a little bit at least. Ty Francis on the IL. Oh great, but at least Ryan Noda's at an unbelievable level. Anyway, let's look at these lineups. Josh Rojas, again, consistently amazing. Dominic Canzone came in and actually batted over 300 for a consistent part of the season. Adolis Garcia is back to being great. Austin Riley hit 45 home runs. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Alejandro Kirk batted over 300 and while playing catcher, walked more than he struck out and hit 23 home runs. That's an MVP level season from a catcher. J-Rod hit 27 home runs. Ryan Noda is a really good backup first baseman. Ozzy Albies had 276 average, 28 home runs. Carlos Correa had a really good season finally, back to normal. And then we had a bunch of guys on the bench that also had really good seasons. Honestly, let's see what this pitching rotation did. Luis Castillo, excellent. Won 15 games, pitched over 200 innings. Logan Gilbert won 18 games. Had an under, he was better than Castillo in everything except for strikeouts. George Kirby was really good. Aaron Nola was really good. Ryan Weathers, who stepped in for Blake Snell because Blake Snell was deteriorating, and overall had an amazing season. And honestly, dude, I don't know what was wrong. I don't know. There was nothing wrong with this team. I mean, this was just a perfect season. 52 saves. He blew 8 too. He missed 60 save opportunities, dude. That's crazy. Look at these awards. The Gold Glove, Ozzy Albies, Carlos Correa, Stephen Kwan, and Adolis Garcia. And batting title goes to Alejandro Kirk. Austin Riley finishes second in MVP voting. Oh my goodness, this was just an unbelievable season. And we're going to be facing the Texas Rangers in October. To start off, Luis Castillo losing. We win, and we're moving on. We will face the Minnesota Twins again. Deja vu a bit. Luis Castillo, we lose, we win, we lose, we win, and we're going back to. Oh my gosh, deja vu again. The Braves. Oh boy. In game 1, Luis Castillo, we lose. In game 2, we lose again. In game 3, we win. Luis Castillo in game 4, we lose, we win. We're down again. Oh boy. Again, I'm going to get you guys in the 7th inning, get the interesting stuff. I'm going to show you we're winning 5-0 in the bottom of the first with back-to-back home runs. So honestly, I might not, if we're winning by too much, I might not show you guys the rest of this game. So let's go Mariners. I made it pretty close, but it's Anthony Munoz time. Ground out, walk, pop up. We are going to a game 7. Oh my goodness, we are going to a game 7. George Kirby versus Bryce Elder in Game 7 of the World Series. It all comes down to this, fellas, and we'll be going through the whole gosh darn game. If we win this, dude, oh my goodness. Actually, let's put Luis Castillo in there. We're going for our ace. Single, strikeout, fly out. Fielder's choice. All right. Raw, strikeout. At least a single, pop out, strikeout. Ground out, strikeout. All right, we're going good. I'm going to stop saying stuff because it's probably too much on you. Alejandro hits a double. Runner thrown out. Alejandro's too slow. And it's blank right now. A walk for Adelise. We're going to steal him. He stole second. Ty France strikes out. A run scores, and that might be the run we need. Ground out. Single. Walk. Single. Runner thrown out. All right, we're bringing in a pitcher. Who do we need? Garrett Crochet. Strikeout. Bryce Elder gives up J-Rod. Oh boy. Double play. Single for Correa. 2-run home run Ryan Noda. The backup first baseman. I didn't even feature his trade. It was worthless. He's clutching up. Crochet walk. Strikeout. Fly out. Single. Strikeout. We are in it to win it. This is it. Anthony Munoz enters the game. Single. Walk. Oh boy. Strikeout. Fly out. Pop up. And that is the rebuild. Thank you all for watching. What a fun one. Down to the wire. This was really fun. I plan on doing this with a good amount of teams, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm at a loss for words. That was really entertaining. I am Longball, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.